Welcome to the Misha Basketball In-Season Training video number 4. I'm Kenny Seifert, the Director of Basketball Officiating. I want to commend all of the officials and coaches who have been taking the time to view this season's videos. Remember, these videos are being provided to help make officiating better. As a reminder, these videos are providing information and expectations on how the game is to be officiated. I hope everyone is having a tremendous season. In our video today, we are going to cover multiple plays involving traveling and verticality. As number 40 in purple catches the drop-down lob pass in front of the basket, his left foot becomes the established pivot foot. Upon gathering himself, he picks his left foot up and places it back down on the floor again. Nice call by the lead official and tremendous mechanics by stopping the clock, then waving off the basket prior to providing the traveling signal. Number 5 in gray, with her back to the basket, makes her initial move by establishing her right foot as the pivot foot. As she makes her crossover move, she lifts her right foot and places it back down on the floor prior to dribbling the basketball. All three officials are perfectly located on this out-of-bounds play, as the trail official properly identifies the pivot foot and makes an outstanding traveling call. Nice work. Great no call and patient whistles by both the lead and center officials. This is not a travel. Remember, ugly isn't a violation. As the player lost his balance and was going down to the floor, he was already losing possession of the ball. Although this is not a mechanic, it is an effective means of communicating that there was no control as the ball was being bobbled as the player was going to the floor. As number 2 in green attacks the basket on this fast break, he drags his left pivot foot, resulting in a traveling violation. The center official's mechanics are outstanding on this sequence. He identifies the left foot as the pivot foot, therefore properly identifying the traveling violation. He stops the clock, provides the traveling signal, identifies which direction we are going, points towards the appropriate throw-in spot location based on where the violation occurred, and crisply jogs to the other end of the court. It doesn't get any better than that. Although it appears this is a travel, it is not. The stutter step can sometimes fool us as officials and create a perception of a traveling violation. However, when watched closely, as number 24 in white comes to a jump stop, her left foot was the first to touch the floor and therefore becomes her established pivot foot. Her right foot can be moved in any direction. The center official does a very good job of recognizing that number 10 in white drags his pivot foot, which is his left foot, while making this Euro step move. The Euro step move is not a travel. The dragging of the pivot foot is what made this move traveling. Nice officiating as we stopped the clock, signaled the violation, waved off the basket, and identified the location of the throw-in spot. As number 1 in white comes to a jump stop, she establishes her right foot as her pivot foot. Unfortunately, her momentum causes her to drag and then reset her right foot, creating a traveling violation. Nice work by the center official by being in the correct spot to see the play, identifying the pivot foot, allowing the play to start, develop, and finish before having a whistle on this violation. Perfect mechanics by stopping the clock, signaling travel, identifying the direction we are going, and pointing to the throw-in spot location. A defender should not be penalized for leaving the floor vertically or having their hands and arms extended within their vertical plane. Number 4 in black meets all of the criteria as he establishes legal guarding position prior to jumping vertically and staying within his vertical space. Good whistle discipline by the lead and center officials as they watch this play start, develop, and finish prior to making the determination that number 4 was legal. Unlike the last play, where number 4 in black stayed within his vertical plane, on this play, he leaves the floor from point A and lands on point B while making contact with the shooter. This action does not meet the criteria for legal verticality as he did not stay within his vertical plane. Good whistle, stopped the clock, signaled the violation, and identified that we are shooting 2 free throws. Although number 4 in gray's body is in a vertical position, her arms are not. The horizontal extension of her arms creates illegal contact as number 32 in white attempts the shot. The hands and arms of a defender must be within the vertical plane of the body. Since the trail official probably has the best angle on this illegal action, nothing wrong with having a much-needed whistle on this play. Players have the right to jump within their vertical space to make a basketball move. Very similar to the last play, as number 33 in white, who by the way is in good defensive position, extends his arms horizontally, preventing number 23 in red from making a normal basketball move by jumping vertically to shoot the ball. Players will sometimes try to convince the officials that they were vertical, when in fact they were not. Foul. As number 1 jumps from point A to point B and initiates too much body contact in his attempt to block the layup of number 11 in white. Nice hustle by both the lead and center officials for getting down the floor and having a whistle on this play. Great no call. As number 3 in brown attacks the basket, number 4 in white jumps vertically, or in other words, jumps from point A and lands on point A. The contact on this layup is legal contact. Outstanding whistle discipline and officiating for letting this play start, develop, and finish. Good no call by the officiating crew. Outstanding help side defense by number 2 in black as she hustles to establish legal guarding position and then stays vertical with both her body and the extension of her arms as number 21 in white attacks the basket. I hope this video has been helpful. Remember that our responsibilities are to work hard, communicate professionally, and blow the whistle on illegal actions. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and wishing you the best of luck in the 2024 version of this basketball season.